So I lay back down earlier, yeah. I fell into a very deep sleep. And I saw the strangest things, okay? Anytime I do a new resonance structure, right? And that one was new, right? Like, I'll start with something old and then I'll build on it. So that's what I did. That's what the whole run last night was. And then that way I can see and get a new, it's like putting a new frequency out, right? I'm really hoping that the people who watch my channel can catch on to this and start learning to direct and use frequency the proper way, yes. Whatever I put on mine is safe for you to consume. Yes, I'm showing you something through other people's whatever, right? Like the visuals are important, the sound is important, the way it is played forward, backward, like, and what I mean by that is like whenever I post it, it's in the order that I'm listening to it, but you could start from the top of the community post, work your way down and listen to, and still it's, and see how the message differs. I don't know why he is here, but I would like for him to go. Or I do know why he's here. Yeah, I know exactly why he's here. Anyways. Anyways, in my dream, 4 families. It's 4 families. You know how you can't see yourself in your dreams? Yeah. Like you're just the observer. I've never given thought to this until today. What do you look like in your dreams? Right? What do we look like, right? Did I look like this? Because it didn't make sense, like what I was observing and the reaction. And I thought about that when I woke up. What do you look like in your dreams? Anyways, 4 families. It's like all these white people, right? Like this hoity-toity house, just being so mean. Like one girl like sprayed me with like a perfume or some sort of like just in the face or something like that. And my response, right? If somebody does that to you, generally your response is like angry or whatever. Like my response was totally just a look, right? Nothing There was no emotional overload. There was no nothing. And the treatment was just awful, but my response to it was almost as if it was like so normal that it didn't evoke the emotion from me that, like, let's say this happened in real life and the emotion that it would evoke from me, right? It was the weirdest thing. And at the very end of it was the weirdest. This little girl turned around and she looked at me. And I'm not going to say what she said. But of all of those things that these people were doing to me and how they were treating, evoked to nothing, right? Like the dream just went on. But when that little girl told me what she told me, that did elicit a feeling within me, but I didn't say anything to her. Like, it wasn't anything directed toward me. It was just a statement of truth that I found disturbing, right? Anyone would find disturbing. I don't want to say it because I don't feel like it's necessary to subject people to things, but you should get the context of. Anyways, it wasn't any good, right? It was about a grown man. Yeah. And with that, I woke up. So I got up. I didn't have coffee before I left the house. I needed to go get my cat's cat food, right? So I got up, put my clothes on, um, ran out. I get to Walmart, right? Well, I go to Ingles first because I need my Amish cheese and my duck eggs, yeah? So I go to Ingles first. Then I go to Walmart. And as soon as I walk in and go in the store, lights start flashing, alarms start going off. And there's a message over the intercom that tells everybody um, that there's a fire and possibly, and that it's being investigated and everyone needs to leave the store. And I looked around. I fucking looked around. Yeah. And everyone's just standing there like, and I just stood there and observed them, right? Right? And then finally, after all of that and everyone looking around and this and that and stuff, they said, this is just a test and blah, 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 blah. And so I looked at one of the workers and I said, listen, he goes, it's just a test. And I was like, well, I'm glad. I was like, because I was looking around thinking that this is really sad. Like, everyone in here would fucking burn the fuck up with a grocery of buggies should anything happen, right? Or should it have been like an actual event? Humans are so like in a trance, right? You're wondering what that moaning and groaning is in the woods, yeah. I'm not going to say his name, yeah. But anytime I have something to say to the sirs, their favorite little beast likes to come and wail in my woods, yeah. Just like the people in the Walmart, yeah. So desensitized to it now, like, doesn't elicit the response that it quite did the first time, yeah. No, no. Wee wee. Gotta go wash dishes. I've been taking care of a lot of stuff this evening, yeah. Cleaning out my fridge. Need to freeze some of my spinach pie that I made. Do my dishes, take the garbage out, mop the floors, you know, the usual. The regular mundane of life, yes. Should have called the city today. I should have, but I'll do it Monday. I'll make a note to myself. Yeah. Feeling a little sluggish. Probably because I haven't had coffee and I've been up running around, yeah. I did get a super coffee, what I call super coffee, and yerba mate tea. If you've never had them, you should get them. It is the best, like, organic. Granted, a cult makes them, but it's still good, right? Just like I go to Ingles just to get my hummus cheese, right? And I've switched over to duck eggs. Because did everyone see that Billy Gates had a 3-hour meeting with Trump and it went well, talking about the polio, right? There's been cases in Afghanistan and Gaza. Oh, and Africa. The irony. The irony. I swear that dossier is fucking gold, yeah. That just shows you that as long as you have all the money in the world, you can just call yourself whatever. You can put your grubby little hands into whatever. Yes. Because old Billy Gates, he isn't even a software engineer. He isn't even a fucking computer guy. No. He's not even a college graduate. No. He's definitely not a fucking immunologist. And he's definitely not a fucking epidemiologist. And he's definitely not fucking anything. Yeah. Except for a guy with a lot of fucking money. Isn't that right, Nibbies? Isn't that right, Nibbies? Nibbies agrees. Nibbies agrees. My sweet little baby. His ear looks so good. Charcoal and coconut oil. And some honey. Anyhow. There's my little rant, and you get to hear Mr. Moany groan in my woods. Yeah.